Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Cancer, December 2020. So we're shuffling. This is a new deck, and I'm just trying to find my way, doing all right, but it's different reading the images, and it's interesting. So let's get 3 cards for Cancer 2020. Ooh, I'm going to take that one. I feel like it snapped. I felt like it wanted to come out. So we have the Ace of Wands. And that's an interesting card. Ace of Wands. It's like the energy is a power. I'm just starting to see some of these cards. They're really new. Um, There's like a mindset. And I feel like this energy is connection, like connecting to everything through their mind. Okay, let's keep going. Two more cards for Cancer. Earlier with some of the readings, the cards were flying everywhere. I was like, they were flying. I was like, what the hell? I can't keep track of them. And they were all sticky, so like they were chunks flying out. Like, you know what I mean? And it was just funny, like thick. Okay, the next one is we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. What's going on? Give me one more card. This one feels like it wants to come out. Oh, there's a few in there. Let's see. I was going to pull it, but there was a ton of them in there. So let's see. One more card to start the reading for Cancer. Universe, what do you want me to know? What do you want me to know? Does this one want to come out? Nope, it's a few in there. What do you want me to know about Cancer? Cancer. Oop. I'm going to bring those back in. One more card. I'm keeping that one just because it stuck. All right, let's start this. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, a powerful card right away off the bat. It's a mental game. It's an emotional mindset. This card, the Ace of Wands, it's all about the mind. And it's funny because in other cards, the Ace of Wands is like action. And so you could say that. But here in this card, in this deck, this person is creating and thinking out everything. And I'm seeing like these black little strings or like it could be a headdress. It could be so many things, right? Beads or whatever it is. But to me, it also talks to me about all the connection, all the wiring that goes on in the mind, and it producing the center here, this fire, like a goal, right? Producing a goal, manifesting a goal. Now, the next card is the Seven of Swords. So, the Seven of Swords, in many decks, it is about somebody almost in a sense taking what isn't theirs, um, doing something behind somebody's back, um, and here in this, I hear a violation. That's the word I'm hearing. Because I see this dark bird at the bottom, like squawking, and you see this man running, and the man has a knife, and there's feathers flying. So I hear violation in my head. So I feel like that's what we're talking about. So I'm going to keep going on because I want to hear more and feel more. Okay. Now the next card is the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is about, in a lot of decks, about helping another person out. And in this card, you will see somebody's hands out, and then you see the other hand handing the pentacles. So there's a sense of sharing here, you know, giving to somebody, giving to someone. But you have the Seven of Swords. So to me, I feel like somebody here might have thought that they had been taken advantage of. Because the Seven of Swords is in the center, and the Ace of Wands could be somebody planning on taking advantage of somebody who has funds, or maybe taking advantage of somebody's kindness, maybe doing it in front of their face or behind their back. So somebody here is thinking about kind of almost taking the money and run, and kind of working it so that it's a successful like project. Now, when you hear that, right, it sounds kind of heavy and dark, but in life, there's a lot of stuff going on where people have been gypped and jilted out of things that they've earned, right, as an example. So it could be that somebody here is taking back something that they think they earned, that they created. So the next card is the Four of Swords. So here we go. There's an energy there. Somebody kind of in like a bird's nest. And it's kind of, they're sleeping in it comfortable, but there's like these claws. And then there's a heart in there. And there's like a thread. So it's kind of crazy because Four Swords can be a person who is struggling, maybe doesn't see the risks, or sees the risk and is willing to take it easily because maybe they feel that they deserve it, that they earned it. So the next card was the Ten of Pentacles. And you know what? I'm going to keep flipping. I usually stop and read these, but I just feel like continue the story here. Let me see what I'm feeling. So I'm going to do it. So then we have, as I'm shuffling, we have the Four of Swords, where this energy is comfortable in something that just doesn't look so great. Like not a great situation. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And a Ten of Pentacles is people together, happy children. So I think somebody here is thinking about, okay, right, this way. I feel like somebody's thinking about taking back something that they felt they earned. It could even be taking back their family. Maybe there was a divorce here, something about, this could be work related. This could be families, right? Siblings. And people kind of wanting to take back and not really wanting, like just seeing the, okay, sorry. I guess because I should be flipping. Sorry, guys. Let me pull one more card out. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go and then I kind of get into it and then so this was on top, right? So that means this way, and then I'll just take this extra card because it was there. Okay, so somebody has kind of manifested something in their mind. I feel with the Seven of Swords, somebody wants to take back something, some kind of money. They want to take back money that was maybe given out to somebody else or acknowledgement was given to somebody else, and somebody feels like maybe they got jilted. And it could be the other way too. I think I said it earlier. Um, well, somebody here could be doing something to take something and it's not so great, not so nice. But my feeling was too that somebody here is maybe trying to take something back that they felt that was taken away from them or not, they weren't acknowledged for their work or their effort. The Four of Swords, so we already talked about the top three. The Four of Swords in the center here. Somebody here is sleeping comfortably in a nest, and there's like, I don't know what those are, but whoever this is very comfortable and has figured out how to sleep in that nest with these crazy claws in them or around them. So it tells me that this person is kind of willing to take the risk. They think that it's worth it. They think they can do it. They can kind of get back something. What do I think they're trying to get back? I think they might be trying to get back a sense of money back in their life, family back in their life, and it's like they think that that's going to bring back that happiness. So I don't know if that's you, Cancer, or somebody around you trying to get you back in their life. Um, but somebody here, whether it's you or another person, is kind of doing it on the shady, if you will. Like it's maybe not considered very nice, but there could be reasons behind it. Whoever is going to do some type of taking back or taking feels like they have the right to do it. That's what I was going to say. Like they just feel they have that right. Like somehow they have some kind of ownership here. They have a claim to this. And they feel that they can do it, and they think that that's going to bring back some kind of happiness and finances back. Like maybe bring their family back together or just bring the finances back where that person can provide for some situation, provide for themselves, even. The Seven of Pentacles is the next card. And here I feel, okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is about something blooming, right? Something ready to give, to be ready to be picked, be ready to use, but be ready to spend. Here in this card, they show it as a green tree with leaves, but there's pentacles in the roots. So the roots are what's holding this all together, and that is the pentacles, like investments, money, assets. So again, I feel like somebody here wants to kind of make this plan to kind of get back or keep money that has to be divided out or belongs to something else or somebody else, and somebody is trying to figure out how to keep that money. So what's interesting is that there's only two cards here that might show some darkness in it, like not so pretty, right? And that obviously is the Seven of Swords. And that's why we're talking about somebody feeling like they deserve it, or they're going to do something to keep this money or to collect some money so they can stay steady. And even though it's kind of risky, they're willing to do it. They're willing to sleep in this bed of swords to kind of get this Ten of Pentacles back under them, literally under them in the card here. So there's like a plan going on here. And there's something there that's available to get. So something was sprouting. It could be a business, it could be somebody that left things for somebody to have. And so somebody here wants those things and feels like they belong to them or they've earned it somehow, that they have a piece of that. The Eight of Wands talks about communication, lack of it. Give me a second. I feel like there's movement, and at first you don't, it doesn't feel like, how can I explain? Okay, I feel like it's going to be unexpected, and when it happens, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening, and then poof, it happens. So it's kind of like that, like very unexpected, right? There'll be some communication about it, but it'll be about how to kind of retrieve what's maybe going to be taken, or how to address this problem. Maybe it's going to come out that this person isn't happy, like people will know who this is, and so there'll be some kind of talk. It'll be slow in the beginning, and then it'll happen where there'll be somebody trying to maybe work with somebody else to kind of come to an agreement so that everybody's happy with with this situation. There'll be differences of opinions, different thoughts and mindsets on the situation, but it's very doable to achieve progress here. So the person that's thinking of kind of just doing or taking may not have to do it, because I feel like there's room here to resolve instead of having to take what they think is theirs. There's enough there to kind of share. It just depends on the person who thinks how much do they deserve out of this, like the pie, right? How many pieces of the pie do they think that's theirs? There'll be communication and some balance, though, after all, at the end. There's just going to be a lot of difference of opinions being communicated here. Let me see what this. And then we have the Six of Cups. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is like all these different energies, which is all the energies influencing maybe their thought or opinion about how this investment should go, whatever this is, or whatever's worth, has this worth. And then we have the Six of Cups. And I'm just going to look at this card a little longer because these cards are different and they're telling different stories. So I have to kind of look and see what I'm hearing. You know, the Six of Cups is usually a card about your past, about your childhood. And I do think that this situation could be family related, marriage related, and talking about some assets. Something here that has a feeling of value. Somebody feels cheated here. And maybe everybody needs to share whatever this is. It could even be a business. But there's, it seems to me that there is enough here that can go around. But we have one person here that's not working with the program. And I mean, I could say work, but the Six of Cups talks about family, your past. So this is, I mean, it could be family, but this is about the past, about something before, and now we're looking at it and it's matured. So this could be pent up energy, people or a person angry or upset about maybe things not being distributed or acknowledged respectfully out. And so I feel like that's what the situation is in the beginning of the month of December. Somebody feels kind of cheated about coins, right? Like a value, depending what people out there think is of value. Usually it's money or assets. But then we see that this person wants kind of their share. But there's a cards are saying that there might be a family here involved. And so whatever's here has to kind of be spread out. And they're saying there's potential here for everybody to have something, but everybody's got to work together. I feel like there's one kind of sour apple in the group here, right? And it has to do with like a childhood pain, a feeling of neglected, feeling like they weren't acknowledged, feeling isolated from this situation where the assets are. So, Cancer, I don't know how you fit into this story, but um, if you're involved in something like that, you want to be aware of people that are not feeling acknowledged and maybe kind of throw them a bone, you know? And if this is you, you're feeling cheated here, maybe you're not necessarily going to steal. Maybe you have a plan here that you've made up that you deserve something here, and maybe you're taking action and letting people know that you deserve a certain piece of this pie. But it feels like you can, if this is you, you can achieve your what you think belongs to you. The problem is that there's more bodies here involved, and costs and different influences, different people's opinions. So those things have to be addressed as well. It's it's not all cut and dry. It's a little bit complicated, but there's potential here for everybody to receive what they want to receive as long as everybody can play nice. And I do see that there's one energy here that's thinking about working it differently. And so um, working it differently and feeling like they deserve more. And if they think they're going to have to take it, they're going to have to take it. And that could mean so many things. So it's kind of like a family dispute or some kind of a dispute over assets is kind of how I feel. Um, But with the holidays here, this could truly be even just a dispute about, seriously, like care of an elder, care of a home, a business, and people just having conversations, and some people agreeing, some people disagreeing, some people saying, I don't think that. Some people are like, no, I think this is good. And that's where you get all this difference of opinions, and everybody's just trying to kind of get along. But there is some value here that has to be addressed and eventually maybe distributed out to people. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So it's not a bad thing. It's just more like people are having real conversations and about money and about assets. And honestly, in this time right now, with everything being so complicated in life, um, so complicated right now, so difficult, that I very much understand this read and understand why somebody would feel like they deserve something. They could have even lost their job or felt like their job got robbed or their position got taken away, and they're going back to fight for their servants pay, severance pay or insurance, and they can't sleep well at night because they're thinking about a family here, and how are they going to move forward. That's another situation here, and making decisions about what to do, and this being very painful because there's family here, and a feeling of, everybody wants to feel successful and feel good about themselves, and this situation kind of gets complicated, and so maybe whoever this person is that I'm reading for, it just doesn't feel so great right now because there's a lot to deal with, and it's very, very understood by me, and I'm sure many people out there, because everybody does not have it easy right now. You know, I don't care who it is. Just because sometimes people look like they have an easier life, sometimes it's not. And for those that just have a super spectacular, wealthy, glorious life, well, that's not me. And I don't know if that's you, but sometimes those things come with a cost too. And so, um, back to this, I think I'm saying all these things because I want you to be acknowledged for your pain if this is you, Cancer. And also, I want you to acknowledge someone else's pain if they feel hurt or left out or hurting because of what's going on today in this time. And maybe with this reading, you will see something differently, and some of this can get tweaked out, and there could be agreements made, and everybody can get a piece of that pie. That's kind of what I'm thinking and hoping that's going to happen. And there's potential here. There's potential here. There's potential here. I like that. Okay? All right. I'm Fuel the Soul, and I'm grateful to be here, Cancer. I wish you long life, good love, and peace, and I will see you mid month. Okay? Bye.